Well, it's all going off, isn't it, eh? My word. Well, I'm not, you know what? I've been lazy. I have to hold my hand up and say, I have been lazy. I should have been following this up. But you know what? It's like a perpetual trolling machine and they just do it to themselves. And I've just been enjoying just sitting on my laurels and just watching them, man, because it just keeps giving and going and going. And Tommy, man, what the fuck? Like, what is behind it? That's all I want to know. What is behind it, mate? How do you justify it to yourself? Like, because like you're going off and be like, I'm Dean or something. I never took anyone's channel down. I never did any of the fucking things that you're accusing me of. You even apologised to me, told me I was right and that I had to block you because your lies didn't work anymore. And now you've blocked me, haven't you? Because you can't stand to see the truth. Can't stand to see it. But I also think there's a secondary reason why you've blocked me, you scared little pussy. And that's because you are now trying to create a whole narrative and lies about me. And you want to do it under the radar so I can't like pick up on it. And you know, I'm a bit lazy and a bit shit and I don't really watch any of your shit. As you know, I mean, on that fucking where that clip came from, the Over the Rainbow clip where you kicking off about fucking Dean, like on that same one you're bitching at me because I don't watch the shit. So make your mind up. What is it? What is it, love? Am I following you from chat to chat and harassing you? Am I giving you insults, completely random personal insults out of the blue because I ain't got nothing else to do, like comment on your actual behaviour and actual things that are happening? And just making, and now at that point when you can't do anything else, you just make shit up. You just make shit up at the end of the stream when everyone else is gone and you want to fill it all up. And I also saw, and I only saw a bit of it because I went through the transcripts, and I'll tell you something, it's the first one I've watched in ages and I just fucking knew. I just knew there was something about that stream. I was like, I'm going to have a look at the transcript of that. And I'm glad I fucking did. Because Paste as well, that was hilarious for Paste. Oh, she'll only talk to anyone who'll spend any time with her, anyone who'll pay attention to her. Really? Really, mate? Just wind back a bit, just wind back, just have a look in that chat, just have a look in that own chat. Do I really need to chase after anybody to pay attention to me? I've got my own personal fucking laces out stalker in California who hasn't even got a reason to have a go at me. I never turned on him, never had a go, none of them. The only person I called out was fucking Ricardo. I weren't taking his shit no more. That is literally it. So come on. What's it for? What is the reasoning behind it? You're going to say I've been earwigging on your fucking privet? That is the most ridiculous piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. Even fucking Ricardo weren't having that one, mate. Come on. You've got to do better than this. Because at the end of the day, guys, that stuff's only funny if you reflect it back to any of my behaviours. You know, any of my shit. I have never exhibited that sort of behaviour. I've always exhibited the opposite of it. So for me to be hiding around in the privet, recording shit, and then not saying anything about it is very, very, very unlikely, isn't it? Given all the things you know about me. And the fact that Tommy's just really crowing about it and promoting it, it's just, Tommy, what a letdown, mate. It's so childish and sad, and you know it is, and that's why you're hiding it. And that's why you have to go and get all your little minions to go and hide behind and shit, mate. Oh, I didn't expect it to be so cliche, honestly, Tommy. I really didn't. It's fucking hilarious, mate. But yeah, keep on going, you know, like, I don't know who it was as well who did record the privet, but if there is someone who recorded the privet, please furnish me with that, or put us a fucking video up or something, because what I fucking heard in that, I don't need to record your fucking privet, guys, by the way. Your level of projection is untrue, right? I think it's to do with the avatar aspect of it, being on the internet, being used to being a troll for so long. I don't know, it's a bit like the golden ticket on South Park. It's like once you've sort of broken that barrier, you're just on Projectionsville. Just full on Projectionsville. You just come in spouting off fucking shit off the top of your head and none of it's got any basis in fact, so it's just pure projection. It's got to come from somewhere, hasn't it? And so I don't need to fucking record nothing off you guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, you say enough. You say enough with your actions, your words. Ricardo's a leaky fucking tap. He'll give, so because he's crowing and showing off and gets himself all excited so he can go and stroke himself off in the fucking mirror thinking about Dorshin. So, you know, I don't need to fucking sit and listen to you boring ass bastards making shit up or whatever strategies you're making up in the privy. And I'll tell you another thing as well, what I heard from Ricardo. He was there going, oh Dorshin, oh Dorshin, oh you were sat in the privy with us for over an hour listening to Tommy and you never said anything. You're like, oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? In the privy for an hour listening to Tommy. So the Lord and Leader has already now just been acknowledged there by Ricardo. Dorshin, why didn't you stop and listen, man? Why didn't you just drop everything and stop and listen? The leader was talking. The leader was talking, mate. Leader beans, get your leader beans out. So that was, I think, what Ricardo was angling at. Plus, what was it that Tommy was saying that was so important that everyone had to stop and listen to him in the privy? That's interesting, isn't it? Also, I'll just have a little comment as well about their banning culture. There's no words. All I need to say is you can look at the chat that I've done the short about today. Now, those shorts aren't up to much, don't get me wrong. I only have a short amount of time to do it, and I try and get 2 of the comments in. So it's normally a lot of our comments and then sandwiched in between 2 of theirs. But, you know, it winds them up, so I just do it for that reason. But yeah, on that one, you just have to look at theirs and what that person, Diablo Maniac, I've got my ideas who that person was saying, and then you just compare it to, say, Ricardo's stream from that same night. Just compare the 2. And how he's using the whole thing, all the currency, the manipulation of all the people, the banning, giving that guy Prime all this control over all these people. He just turned on, he just swanned in with the fucking wind, and now he's fucking dictating who can come and who can go at Ricardo's. I find that interesting. At the same time as Paste with his little comment, again, projection Paste, isn't it? Anyone who'll have you, isn't it, lad? That's the thing, that's what I was shouting at you, because you were over at the fucking PSG kissing arse, over at the fucking Herbies kissing arse, all at the same time. You even accepted Captain N back. You talk about having anyone who'll fucking have you, mate. You fucking bent over and cooked for Captain N when all those guys were fucking kissing his arse, and that goes for you lot and all having anyone who'll fucking listen. Well, can I just remind you of that stream? That beautiful, beautiful stream. She left me for Red Bull. Yeah, it was fucking beautiful. You're doing God's work there. But at the same time, I think the actions, just look at the actions, look at the words, compare them if you can be arsed. I would like to see this recording of the privy. You've got the dander up. For some reason, Tommy is beside himself. He is literally having kittens. And it is just funny as fuck to see.